Hey guys, it's January 11th, 2022. I'm Kimberly Jolly from Fat Quarter Shop, and we are releasing this as a members only live. So right now, when I'm chatting with people, it's going to be for our members. Now, if you are a subscriber and you see this on January 25th, I'm still going to read all your comments. So just put your comments in so I can see kind of what you're thinking. But what we're going to do as a change for 2022 is if you are a member, you're still going to get a coupon every month, and you're still going to get a 2-week jump on all of the pre-releases. And so what I'm going to be doing today is showing you new Moda, new Ruby Star, and new Riley Blake. That's going to be shipping much later in the year. What we're looking at today is going to ship like May through June, a little bit in July. So this is just a pre-review of what's going to be coming, but I actually have the fabric so you can see what it's going to look like and how the color looks, so you can kind of think about what you're going to want to buy later in the year. So this is always super fun for me to show you guys, so I'm going to just jump right in. This catalog you can find on modafabrics.com, and you can actually flip through it if you want to look at it in detail. So I'm going to just go in the order of the catalog. Now this on the cover is a swoon kit. Let me start over. It's not a kit, it's the swoon pattern. And if I am thinking about kitting this, so if you're interested in a swoon kit, you can just put a little comment. I'm going to read all the comments that come in live. I'm also going to come in and read all the comments after. So we're thinking about doing this as a swoon kit. Now when you look at it, it's obviously a beautiful quilt, but it looks like a Bella Solid. So I was just like, is this out of this? And it is. So I have all the information, and if enough people are interested, I will put together a kit. And I think it's so awesome that Camille is on the cover. Bonnie retired, if you guys didn't know. And so now Camille's going to be doing collections on her own. And this is her first debut collection on her own. And I think it's awesome, and I have a lot of plans for it. So in the catalog, if you download it, you can read a lot about her husband, her 3 boys. One is about to go to college, and her youngest boy is the same age as my youngest boy. So I don't have one going to college yet, though, so she's got a one up on me on that. The collection this time is called Nantucket Summer. It ships in June, and so since Bonnie has retired, the patterns will all now just be Camille's patterns. This one on the left is called Hideaway. It is going to be a quilt kit that is put together by Moda, and this will be on Fat Quarter Shop any day, and you can click to notify when it comes in. She's also got sailboats, she's got some solids, and this isn't a solid, it's one of these prints over here. It just reads solid when you get so big. I am very excited about the zipper pulls. We're going to zoom in a little bit so you can see it, and I think we have one here somewhere in the building I could show you. Let me think about that. Maybe not. But it's really cute. It's a swoon and a house, and it comes together. And so these are going to be really popular. We did order a lot of these. So I'm very excited about these because any kind of zipper pull we have always sells really good. And then here is an overview of the collection. And what we're going to do this time, instead of doing Bella bundles, we're going to just put the Bellas on the page, and when you click into a SKU and you scroll down, you're going to see all the Bellas, so you can just click right there and order the ones you're interested in. And this is a white on white print, and this is kind of the print that's on it. And now I'm going to show you the line, and then I'm going to show you our designer mystery, which I know you guys are going to love. So she starts out with a darker blue, and she does do a mix of light blue and dark blue. So you technically could do a quilt. If you wanted no light blue, you could take this one out and this one out, and you would just have a dark blue quilt. And that's what she's done in some of hers. I think most people are going to use all of them. I do think a lot of people are going to leave the green. Not a lot, but I do think there are going to be quilts with just the blue and not the green. And then here's the green. I think the green is really nice. It's not too dark. It's not too light. This is the design that's on the white on white. It's going to be a beautiful white on white. So you can see it's got that little X. And what I'm planning to do with this one is I've already made a brick house pattern out of it, but I'm definitely going to do something with this line. I'm not sure which quilt yet, but I'm definitely going to be making something with this. And now to show you our designer mystery for 2022. I'm so happy about this. We offer this program a little bit different than normal. This one is a 3-part program. You can buy just the blocks. You can buy, and that's the block 1. You can buy the finishing kit, and so that kind of gives you a tease of our setting. It is a square quilt, and you can also buy the backing set. And the reason we do that is if you're on a budget and you just want to sew blocks and you don't want it to get too expensive, you can buy just the blocks. And a lot of people do buy just the blocks. We're really proud of our designer mystery. We're really proud of our designer mystery because our patterns come full color, and you do have plenty of fabric left over if you make a mistake, like a little boo-boo. And at the end, you can save all those scraps and do something really fun with it, like maybe use one of our free scrap patterns, like Brick House. So I think you're gonna love this one, and it's a beautiful quilt. We do have it finished. We're gonna do a photo shoot, and once we get that photo shoot done, you're gonna be able to see lots of fun photos. And I'm very excited about how it's doing, so that's super awesome. So if you have signed up, let me know in the comments. Another kit we're going to offer is the Spinnaker quilt kit, and this is a Jolly Bar kit, so it uses one Nantucket Summer Jolly Bar. So we will have a Jolly Bar of this collection as well as the kit. And then, like I showed earlier, we do have this will be a quilt kit, and then based on response, this may or may not become a quilt kit. So that is Nantucket Summer by Camille Ross Kelly, ships June. This next collection I have known about for quite a while, and I am very excited about it. This is a white on white group. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but Corey Yoder's white on whites are always really nice, and they always sell really well, and it's because of the shade of her white on whites. So she came out with these different SKUs, and it's not going to be a basic, it's just going to be, as of now, just a collection. So on here, they're not offering fat quarter bundles. We're just going to have half yards. We are going to offer a 1 yard bundle also that we're going to cut here, and then the regular pre-cuts. The only one that we won't have is we're not going to have a fat quarter bundle. And we're going to zoom in, and I'm going to flip through a little bit so you can kind of see the designs on here. So the top one are leaves, font or text, little triangles, kind of like a little granny square, a flower. And this one is from Pepper and Flax. This one is from the summer, what was the blue and white one? Spring Bouquet, Spring Blossoms, Springbrook Blossoms. This is from that one. So she's reprinting some of hers. This one is X's, and this is also from a previous group. I can't think of the name of it, but this was a previous print. This one is also previous. So a lot of these you're going to recognize. And then this one is like tight flowers, and then a great polka dot. And this one's from Cozy Up. So this one's going to be probably, and this sounds crazy, but out of everything I'm showing you today, this is going to be probably the best seller out of everything. And I will be probably buying a lot of all of this. I will probably buy the 1 yard bundle. The only one that I wouldn't use is I wouldn't use this one because it's just too busy for me. But I do like that she has a variety of scale from very busy to not busy at all. So it gives you a choice for everything. And these are going to be the patterns from Coriander Quilts, which is Cori. And what she's done is she has mixed some of the Beyond Bella fabrics and the Bella fabrics with her white on whites. We did come up with a quilt kit, and it's called Rocking Around. It's an It's So Emma pattern, and we took the white on whites, combined it with some of the Beyond Bellas, and in the pattern, we're going to have 4 colorways. We're kidding this colorway because it's my favorite, but we are showing other colorways so that you can make it the kind of design you want. The sailboat right here is going to be just a pattern. We're not going to have a kit on that. Her patterns, Camille's patterns, do come out early so that you can get them way before the fabric and then plan your fabric. The Designer Mystery, again, is sold in 3 parts, blocks only. You can also buy the finishing kit, and you can also buy the backing set. And I noticed in the catalog and Moda side on the circles that it shows what pre-cuts available. There's one that is a PP. What does that mean? PP stands for Charm Pack. No, it doesn't. Yeah, it does. Charm Pack. Yeah, Charm Pack. This next one I have lots of plans for, and I have 2 quilts planned for this. We designed one yesterday, and so there's no information about it yet because we just designed it yesterday. But this is called D is for Dream. The designer is Paper Cloth, and there are 3 different textures to this. So the Milestone is a canvas. There is a subset of flannels. So the whole thing is not available in flannel, but some are. We don't have samples of the flannel. And then all of this is in cotton. And it is awesome. And so there are some patterns by Cluck Cluck Sew and Patchwork and Poodles, and we do have those on order. I'm going to now show you the panel. It measures 36 by 44. And we happen to have someone who works here that is about to have a baby in April. So I am going to take this Milestone panel and just put I'm going to have Gina quilted and just put a binding and a backing on it. And the backing that I selected is a flannel print, so that the top is canvas, the back is flannel, and the binding is cotton. Now the canvas is not a rough canvas. Obviously you wouldn't want something rough for a baby, but it's a thinner yet sturdy canvas, and this is where you can put the little circle ring and like, oh, the baby's 2 days old, or the baby's 11 weeks old. You put the little rings and you put the baby, and put the baby right here. So cute. So I'm definitely making this one as a gift, and I'm going to show you the cottons, and then we'll zoom in so you can see which of them are in flannel. We are going to have a quilt kit out of this group. And the quilt kit is going to use one of our Little P patterns, which is a fat quarter friendly. My sales rep said she thought this was going to be a top seller. So, very cute. It's got bears, and then it has, I think they're sheep. I'm really bad at animals. Yesterday in my garage, I almost ran over a dog. And I thought it was a rat, and it was a dog, and it was a pit bull, and it somehow got in my garage, and that was lovely because I was scared out of my mind. Let's see, but yeah, and then I told Lori, and she said, well, you should know the difference between a rat and a pit bull. And I said, I know, I should. I'm trying to find the sheep. Maybe there's no sheep. Yeah, I think it's just bears. I think I probably dreamed that up. Yeah, it's just bears. And then right here, these are the ones that will be available as flannel. And so we will have all of the whole collection. It's awesome. And just look for that kit. It'll be online in a week or two. We literally just came up with it yesterday. And the person who's having this baby, I had his wife look, and she said she loved all of it, but she wasn't going to decorate the baby's room in yellow. So when you look at that kit, you'll notice there's no yellow in it. And it's just because I'm kind of killing one bird with two stones. I don't know if that's the right words, but with that, I'm going to make it as a gift, but then also we'll offer it as a quilt kit. And then they list the Bella solids here. The next collection is called Iris and Ivy. This is a collection by Jan Paddock. She has been designing for Moda for, gosh, I don't know, it's got to be at least 18 years. And sometimes she does like some browns, but a lot of times she does the purple and greens. And she has two patterns. They're both applique patterns. We won't have any kits on, well, we won't have those as applique kits, but we will have some other kits that I'll show you in a second. And so this is a range of lavenders, creams, greens, and then I would call this a black. Do you think it's black? Yeah, I think that's black. And then the background she has is here. You could use this as the background or this. This ships in June. D is for Dream, ships in July. And on this collection, we have one Jolly Bar kit, so this will be available as a Jolly Bar. The kit is called Blooming Quilt Kit, and it uses only one Jolly Bar, so we made it where it uses up all of the pieces. And you'll see that the star, it's not exactly a star, so it's kind of a play on a star, so I really like this design. This next one, so again, Iris and Ivy, ships in June. All of this can be found on Fat Quarter Shop. The next collection is a reproduction collection by Joe Morton. This will be a free pattern on Moda's website, and then this is a paid pattern. We don't have any kits for this one. The Bellas are listed, and we will have them on our site. And we don't kit too many 1800s kits because they don't sell well for us. So we do have some block of the months out of 1800s though. And Jo Morton has been a designer. She was originally a designer with Andover for years and years. And now she's designing with Moda. And I would say the colors are showing very accurate today. This is very olivey, and then this is black instead of navy. So that is Adamstown by Jo Morton, ships in July. The next group is called Freedom Road. The designer is Kansas Troubles Quilters. This ships in May, and she has lots of patterns, but one of them, yeah, this one is not a booklet. These are all individual patterns. So this pattern, she shows you 3 colorways. And so she sometimes will have a booklet, sometimes she has a patterns. So this time it's patterns instead of booklet. And this time it's a red, white, and blue. And the red has a tinge of burgundy in it. And again, this ships in May. And this shows the stripe where it's going to have a stripe on the left and the right. This is the salvage. So you could make a big table runner where this is the center of the table, or you could even fussy cut this to make it an inner border. There's a lot of things you can do with borders like that. So this one is a little bit lighter than she does sometimes. Sometimes she does dark. And you can see the red has a touch, maybe not burgundy, it's just deep. It's a deeper red. And I do think this one's going to be very popular because I think a lot of people are going to make flag quilts with it, or just Americana quilts, or just use the red for the Canadian flag. So these are the prints. This one's really pretty. And then this is how that stripe is. So what you could do is you could cut this like 1/2 inch away and then 1/2 inch away this way, and then that could be a fun inner border where it looks like you appliqued but you didn't. And since the fabric goes along the length, you can make it as long or as short as you want. So again, Freedom Road, Kansas Troubles Quilters, ships May. This next kit is just, it's a couple of things. So Bella Solids have been around forever, and this year Moda is going to, on February 4th, they're going to give you a free quilt pattern. So February, and then in 2 months, April, June, August, October, December, there are going to be 6 free quilt patterns so that you can sew with Bella Solids, and you could do anything. You could put red here, or red here, blue here. You can use any of the colors you want. You don't have to stick with these colors. But while they were planning that, they decided to come up with a Bella Solid quilt kit that they're packaging, and it is called Candy Logs. It is designed by Wendy Shepard, and that will ship in May. The next collection is called Autumn Gatherings Flannels. It's by Lisa Bonjean of Primitive Gatherings. She has lots of patterns, and she has a combination of, I think this is English paper piecing, pieced, and then I'm sure she's also going to offer some applique things on her site. This does come with 2 different panels that I'm going to get to show you. And I think what she'll do, she usually comes up with pillow patterns and patterns to use the panels on her site later. Again, Autumn Gatherings Flannels ships in June. This one we don't have any kits planned yet, and it's very autumn. And the flannels are really nice. They're flat on one side and then soft on the other. So we've got rust, orange, purple, green, some browns, and then some grays and blacks. Now her most recent flannel collection was a combination of these colors. It was called Urban Gatherings Flannel. We are going to do a bundle of, and that will be online this week, a bundle of just those together. And we're going to do a bundle of just these together. And the reason we're doing that is a lot of people don't want to buy 40 pieces in flannel. It becomes very, very, very expensive. So we're offering that. And the panels, I'll slide up. So there's a truck with pumpkins, sunflowers, turkey, a barn. It's so funny with me like trying to read these things because, and then I'll show you the lighter color. And I would say this is pretty white. It does have a cream to it, but it is not cream. It's definitely more of a white. And these are 23, 24 inches. Again, that is Autumn Gatherings Flannel by Primitive Gatherings. We have a funny question from Randy E. She always asks questions, and she said, who has the better instinct of what will sell, Kimberly or Kevin? 100% Kevin. 100%. He looks at a lot of website statistics, and his mind is analytical where my mind is emotional. Maybe that's a male female thing, I'm not sure, but he definitely can guess better than me. Now, there are some things I can guess better, but I always say that he's always right, and it makes me mad in our marriage. This next group is Slow Stroll by Fancy That Design House, and I love this group. I am going to make something with it. So Moda put together this right here, and I'm going to kit this. So we're going to offer this as a quilt kit. It's not online yet, but what it is, you're going to see it's a combination of the panel and then pieces from the layer cake. And I'm going to actually make the sample so that y'all can see it on live stream, and I like the ombre effect, and this branches out of my colorway a little bit, but I loved the fabric and decided I need to make something with it. So these are her patterns. There's a pillow pattern, 2 quilts. This is the panel. She's also going to have a notebook where it is a set of 3 notebooks, and it looks like one has empty pages, one has graph paper, and then one has dots. I don't have a sample of those to show yet. And then this is the collection. And once you see it on fabric, it's going to look totally different to you. It is very fall. It ships in June. This is a great background. It's not too light, not too dark. They're like X's and plus signs. I wasn't sure if this was, Kevin and I were trying to decide if this is like a plant or if this was wood. Acorns. And it has lots of colors, and so I'm very excited about making this one. Plus it looks easy. I love to make anything that I can just whip together quick. Blues. I wonder, you might be able to mix some of these with Camille's. Golds, dark greens, and so this is where I'm really stepping out of my comfort zone, putting something really dark green, but I love this group. I was like, I have to make something with this when I saw it. And purple. And green and purple are not my color, but I love the prints. I love the coloring. I love something about how all of it goes together. So I'm going to be making that. It will go in my quilt journal, and y'all will eventually see it in live stream. And in the corner of that quilt, the top left and bottom right, are pieces from the panel. There's one panel, so one colorway, and then there's like the left side and the right side. So I'll show you. This one's bigger. So I think that the quilt uses this one and then the one at the bottom. And so what I will do is I will put these on the back of the quilt, because you will get the full panel in your quilt kit. So I'm going to really be going outside my comfort zone, but I'm very excited to do that. The panels on this collection are cotton. The panels on the previous collection, which is Autumn Gatherings, is flannel. And how do I decide how much of each collection and which kit to buy? Kevin actually does all the ordering with quantities for yardage, and I do the quilt kits, and we just decide. Everything is based on how things have sold in the past. Now, and all customer requests, we get people who email customer service. If we get enough emails, we can, and we think we can sell it, we'll buy it, but everything is based on what we think our customers want, because we're very customer service forward friendly here, and so we do try to have a lot of what you guys are looking for. This next collection is called Late October. I love this one. I'm also going to use this for something. These are the 2 Sweetwater patterns. And the panel, I'm going to show you, we don't have a live panel, like we don't have an actual panel, but with the panel you can make this, and I'm going to explain what you can make with it. It's one of the pre-packaged panels. So the line is smaller, it ships in July, and this is the panel. So it comes pre-packaged. So the panel is 36 by 54. It is canvas, And what you can do when you look at the bag is you could make these all be the fronts of the bag, and you could make 8 bags. Or you can make 4 bags with using this as the outside and this is the inside. These right here become your handles. So this is enough to make either 4 bags or 8 bags if you add yardage. And we will list all of the sizes of the different pieces on our website. And the collection I'm going to show you, I love it. It's kind of has the hint, it's Halloween, but it has a lightness to it that I really like. I'm not a big fan of black, and I'm not a big fan of dark. But I love this one, and I do like the black in it. So I haven't decided what I'm going to make with this one, but I'm going to do something. I'm for sure going to make a brick house out of it. So, and if you guys don't know what the brick house is, just watch my last video, because I'm going to show it in all my videos for the year. And the next collection is called Ghostly Greetings. The designer is Deb Strain. It ships in June. These are 2 Coach House patterns. This is a lavender and lime pattern. Moda is kitting this, and you will notice that there are 2 panels in this collection. One is cream and one is black, but this kit right here is going to come in the cream panel. So this is the collection. So again, like I said, cream and dark. And then this one is your traditional Halloween colorways, shipping in June. So I do think this one will outsell the Sweetwater, but I do like the Sweetwater more. But just because I like something doesn't mean it's going to sell the best. And I am have to be cognizant of that when we're ordering. This is a really nice print that I think would be a great basic, because I like how you can really see the checks in it. So that's the collection, and here are the panels. And I'll show you the top, and then I'll show you the color of the back. So I guess you would call this, there's something called, I can't think of the style of this. There's a style name for this kind of design. I can't think of it right now. So that's the cream. And then this is the black. So it's got a black cat. And Crafting a Plan Life is asking, are the panels print and cut straight? I bought another panel and the printing was wonky. So what we do is we cut as close and as straight as we can. When we cut the panels, we do open the bolt all the way and cut. Sometimes things are printed off center and we don't have any control of that, but if you're ever unhappy with a panel, just email customer service and we will see what we can do for you. So I've shown you the kit on this one. Now this next one, oh my goodness, I bet I make 5 quilts out of this. I'm not even joking. I love this. This says, it should just be say Kimberly Jolly all over it. I love it. These are going to be the patterns by Joanna. This one I think is really cool because it uses the panel and just some little pieced blocks. Christmas stitched. It has a cross stitch look. It has panels. And these 3 are different. These are sampler prints that are just continuous yardage, whereas these are individual panels. I do think these are going to sell better. And she lists the Bellas. So this is the collection. Now, you've seen this print before in different colors. She does do this in various collections. This is her cream, which is the same as this, same design. This is the sampler. Houses, the sampler in red. And then this is the sampler in all 3 colors. So I'm going to buy a lot of this because I'm going to put this on a lot of quilts. Now, the greens that you see are going to be part of my branching out that is a free quilt along by Moda, I'm going to use these greens in that quilt. And I am going to make a brick house out of this. But I love this collection. I love the greens. I love the brightness of it. I love the, not a green person, but I love fig tree greens. And this one was in, that print was done before in a smaller scale and slightly lighter. So I love this one. This is my absolute favorite from the whole collection that they've shown, and it ships in June. Cannot wait to get my hands on this. Now here are the panels, and this one we just have a small piece of it, but one will come just red and white, and one will come with red, white, green, and tan. And this is what that quilt was made out of, where they cut this, and then these are like your cornerstones. So that one will be fun to make as a gift if you need like a fun gift that you don't want to spend too much time on. And then it does say 2022, which I think is awesome, because then you'll always remember. And then I don't know if that's a chicken or a rooster, but that's a deer and a horse, I think. So this is my favorite. So I can't wait to get creative and make something with that one. Now we do have some kits on this. Christmas Cookie Quilt Kit is a Jolly Bar kit. This one uses 2 Jolly Bars. So we will have a Jolly Bar out of this collection. A Jolly Bar is a stack of 5 by 10 inch rectangles, only available at Fat Quarter Shop. And this is going to be used in our Christmas in July quilt. So you can look forward to that. So I have at least 2 or 3 things planned with this. So you're gonna see it a lot on the Fat Quarter Shop channel throughout the year. The next collection I would consider traditional Christmas. The designer is 3 Sisters. There are 4 SKUs in 108. So the only 108s in the entire bucket are right here. And we do have a Moda quilt kit, which is going to be right here. It's also designed by Wendy Shepherd. This is Wendy Shepherd, and then Doug Lico is coming out with Table-tastic 3, which we will have a trunk show of, and he's going to send us some signed copies. So I'm going to point out in the book when I see some quilts that come out of that book. Here is the collection. Again, Poinsettia Plaza by 3 Sisters. Ships in June. And this is Snowflakes. And this is like a little, like maybe a vine or leaves or trellis. This is tan. Now out of this whole line, this will sell the best right there. That red paisley will be put on a lot of backs. And there's also a white and a black. So very traditional. So those are the cottons. These are the 108s. Sometimes the 108s come in a little bit later than the 44 inch. That's because they're made in a different country. And now we're going to show you the Paper Tree Quilt Kit, which uses 1 Jolly Bar. And we just wanted to do something, since the fabric was very traditional, we wanted to do a design that was just very traditional and very easy for beginners. So that is one of the kits, and then the other kit I showed you just a second ago. The next collection is about, this is about the 4th year they've done something like this, and it's been popular, and it remains popular. So this one is called Holly Jolly. It is designed by Urban Chicks. There are going to be 2 quilt kits offered. One is Holly Jolly Santa in white, and then one is Holly Jolly Santa in brown black. And the border's the same. The panel face is different. So we will have 2 quilt kits. There is a panel right here that is it doesn't look like stockings, but it is, and you can make this. So it has also the same thing, white or brown black. And you can make 4 stockings from each. Now these right here we figured out are for the cuff of the stocking. So these 4 prints go up here. You would need to buy the lining. And then these are just little tags that you could make out of this little section right here. So here's the collection. Again, 2 panels, and some of these are reprints. This originally came out as Swell Christmas, I believe was the original name. So these all kind of matchy-match. So if you have some of the other stuff, you can just keep adding. The white on white is the candy cane. There's the multi-Santas. The multi-Santas come in 3 colorways: white, green, and pink background. Very cute. And then someone is asking if the Sweetwater Halloween is their first Halloween collection. It's not. I think it's their 2nd or 3rd, but they only do it every couple of years. And so there's your green, and then here's your pink Santas. And now I'm going to show you the panels. There are 2 panels. Like I said, there's a stocking panel set and then a Santa panel set. So like I said, these are the fabrics for the cuffs. At the top are instructions. These are super cute. You could put these with Lori Holt's interfacing. That's it's a sew-in interfacing. Sorry, I was trying to get it. It's a sew-in interfacing. You could just put that on the back. You could put it right sides together, stitch on the line, and turn it out, and you'd have cute little motifs. So here are the gift tags, and then these are the 4 stockings, and it comes in 2 colorways. So here's one, and then here's 2, and it's the same fabrics on the sides. Yes, same exact fabrics on the side. So that is the stocking, which I think those are pretty cute. And then the Santa, this will definitely be really popular. Now this one I am making already. I already wrote it in my book. What I'm going to do is in here, it says the Santa measures approximately 34 inches head to toe. So if you look at that, so I was thinking I might be able to get this into a square. Now I'm not sure, but I think what I'm going to do is either, I wrote it in my book and already forgot what my plan is. Let me see. Oh, I forgot to bring it in here. I'm either going to put just charm packs around the edge or half square triangles, or just do the Santa with a backing, and I might do a Shannon fabric that's cuddly on the back because my kids love the motifs. So here's this one, and I love on this one, what I did notice that looks different than the last year's is it has a strong black on the outline, which gives it that very vintage 1940s, 1950s feel that I don't think the others had. And then on the bottom are little quilt labels. So there's one version, and then here's your second Santa. So cute, love it. And the one thing I was thinking when I saw this in the catalog before the sales rep came, I thought you could maybe make a pillow out of just his head, but I'm not sure it would work. I feel like it's a little bigger than I was thinking when I saw it in the catalog, but that is an option for you. It would just be kind of a bigger pillow. And then we do have one quilt kit called Sugar Plum's Dreams that is going to be a Jolly Bar. And this one uses a lot of the candy cane white on white background. So again, this is a Jolly Bar kit. We will have a Jolly Bar with this collection, and then we will have the other Moda kit in the 2 different colorways that I showed earlier. This is Holly Jolly by Urban Chicks, May delivery. Now here, These are 3 patterns that are free patterns currently on Moda's website that you can still download. So you can still get these. These are 3 of the previous panels that they are still printing. So we either have these in stock or on order, but these will still be available, these 3. So the first was Swell Christmas, and then Sweet Christmas, Dear Christmas, and then the 4th year is Holly Jolly. So if you missed out on these, you can still get those. This next one will be very popular. It's called Peppermint Bark. The designer is Basic Gray, and these are the patterns by Basic Gray. We have one quilt kit called Amaryllis Quilt Kit. It is an It's So Emma pattern, and here it is. So you can get that as a pattern or as a quilt kit, and that design would look really great in solids, just one color throughout. So you could kind of keep that in mind. Here's the collection as a whole, and Basic Gray usually does a Christmas collection every year, and Kevin really liked this print, so I'll show it to you. So again, this one ships in June and has lots of prints, and this is kind of the colorway they've done for a couple of years. This is, I don't really know how to describe it. And then this is grunge. Now all of these grunges, I think my sales rep told me, are existing grunges. I don't think they came out with any new grunges on this one. So cute. And some of these prints are directional. So this is the one that Kevin really likes. This is the print that the white on white is in. And then the grunges will of course be listed on the page, and we'll make sure that we have all of those grunges in stock when the collection ships. So you guys can comment and let me know what are your favorites so far. So that is Peppermint Bark, ships in June, designer Basic Gray, and all of these that I'm showing you just right now are Moda. The next collection is also by Sweetwater. So we showed you the Halloween. They also have a Christmas collection. And these came in, I think they came in and some sold out, or maybe these are not in yet. No, these are new. So they had some last year. These are going to be their new ones. They ship May. These are just like Camille's are going to sell really fast. These are the 2 kits. This is an advent calendar. We don't have one here because it's the prepackaged, but what it's meant to do is, here it is. This is the piece. So I guess you get one big piece of fabric and then you make these pockets, and then one of these can be your header. So you would need a base fabric, and this is a canvas panel, but it's so that you can put, it can be an advent calendar where you can put candy in it or surprises, and then you can custom do your header. It's called a Christmas countdown calendar. It's canvas, and then the rest is cotton. This is called Snow Kissed. Her Halloween was called Late October, I believe. And this is the white on white. It's little dots. Very cute, very Sweetwater colors. Very cute, little snow hats. And then I do think they did something similar to this in the past. And so it's got red, gray, aqua, and green. Very cute, very simple. So that is Snow Kissed. Ships in May. Designer is Sweetwater. Now this next one, I love. So this one I'm definitely making a brick house out of. This is called Joyful Joyful. Designer is Stacy Itsu. These are going to be her 2 patterns. This is going to be her panel. Her panel measures 36 by 60, and it's a nativity panel which will make a 3D manger, tote, and all the characters in the nativity. And I will say, when Kevin and I looked at it, we were like, oh, it looks really hard. So you guys will have to make it and let us know. Let us know. And the colors in this are phenomenal. So I'm definitely making a brick house out of this one, and I have it on my list to think about what else I could do with it. The white on white here is snowflakes. Now this time we did, because coriander seeds came out with the white on white, we're not putting together a separate white on white bundle, just because there's already a really good selection in that. So lots of colors. Really, really love it. And just love this one. And the panel, just one panel. The top has the instructions. And this one is cotton. So this is like the house, like the inside of the house and the outside of the house. So I guess this is the inside, and then this is the outside. And then all the little wise men and animals are on the side. It's kind of hard. It's really big to show you. So that is her panel. And that is Joyful Joyful by Stacy Itsu. So we did buy most of everything in this catalog. We only skipped a couple things. This next one is called Holly Berry Tree Farm. It's by Deb Strain. It ships in May. Here are 4 coach house patterns that will be available. Now these are going to be 3 pre-made items. So there's an apron, a mitt, and a grab it mitt. So these are all available separately. And then this is also a set of towels. I think they come individually. Yes, so you can buy 1 of each or just buy 2. You don't have to buy the pack. This is the collection. This time there are 3 panels, white, red, black. And this is also very similar to the Three Sisters, where it is very traditional designs and very traditional colors. And it does go well with her design from last year that had trucks on it. And the buffalo check is not as popular as it was last year, or the year before, I guess. It's kind of not as popular as it was. So this is Holly Berry Tree Farm by Deb Strain. And now I'm going to show you the panels. These panels are 23 inches by 40. So they have 2 designs on the left, the bucket in the center, and 2 designs on the right. All the panels have the same design, but different backgrounds. So white, red, pull it over a little bit, and then black. And so there's cardinals, and then, I think most people will use the truck. I've seen a lot of cardinals lately. I think they come out in the winter. And then this next one is the last one from Moda that I'm going to show you, but I do have some others to show you after this. This is Winter Flurries by Holly Taylor. These are designs by Doug Lico of Antler Quilt Designs. These are 2 other designs that are just patterns. This is the collection, and this has 2 panels, blue and red. And Kevin does really, really like this group, so he loves the blues. So there's a lot of, if you noticed in this bucket, there are a lot of blues and there are a lot of blacks. So you do have the choice of the white or the tan, which I think is always nice when you can pick between 2 backgrounds, since some people like lighter and some people like darker. And then here are the panels. These are also 24 inches. And this top one is not the full panel, it's just a little subsection. So this is the blue. It's just a part of it. It is the full thing. And now I'll show you the red. So these would be really cute. You could sew them in and just sew like patchwork around it. You'd have to do a lot of math though. But I do like that the panel's a little bit different than the others. So that is the Moda release from January 22. Now I will show you next time when they come in March. They're going to come in March again. Now we're going to move to Ruby Star Society. Ruby Star is run by Melody Miller, and this time they have 3 collections. This one is called Jolly Basics, and this goes with the other collection that they have that has Jolly in the name that I'm about to show you. And these do have some metallic. Now I will mention, you are going to see when you see these prices online, the prices have significantly increased. I'm just going to be totally honest about it. Everything is going up in price, and everything is going up in price dramatically. And so we've had to raise our prices. So this is Jolly Basics. And then this is Jolly Darlings. So these both come out in June. And this is a mix, so it's a collaborative collection. It's a mix between the different Ruby Star designers, and I love this one. And then these are like little raccoons, but I love the little deer. So this one has lots of colors, red, blue, greens, navies, lots of colors. And I think there'll be some beautiful quilts out of this because there are so many colors. So this is their Christmas collection. Again, Jolly Basics, Jolly Darlings, ships June 2022. Now, going forward, Ruby Star will have a release every time Moda has a release. So Moda distributes Ruby Star for Melody, and going forward, they used to have it where they sometimes had one, sometimes didn't, but going forward, they will always have a release. So you'll see smaller releases more frequently. This next one is going to be popular. It's called Spooky Darlings, and lots of fun Halloween. I think that's a rabbit. Skulls. Their prints tend to have lots of novelty, so you can have lots of fun. This one ships in May. So that is Spooky Darlings. So that is the entire Ruby Star release. And now I'm going to move to Riley Blake. So the first one, these are all online, by the way. The first one is by my BFF, Lori B. Gingham's. So this is the collection right here. And she had B plaids that's going to come out in March. This is, and B plaids had more of color on color. This is white with color. So this is B Gingham's. These are 44-inch wide. These are 108-inch wide. And then this is a panel that's 1 yard by 54 inches. So pretty big, 36 by 54. It's a home deck panel, which is the same material that was in her bags, her little zippy bags. And it's a home deck panel, and it will make towels. So you could do either 2 towels or add different fabric to make it 4 towels. Totally up to you. This ships in September. Now this one she doesn't have a sew along with. That is going to be on her site. These are all a little bit different. So this one's going to be a paid pattern, and we are offering this as a pre-sold quilt kit, and it uses just the ginghams, and then it uses these rulers and the thimble ruler set. All of this will be on our site. So if you don't want the rulers, I believe the pattern will have the written out templates that you could trace. So this is Gingham Garden. This is Honeycomb. We will not have a kit, but we will have the yardage and the pattern. And this fabric right here is from Bee Cross Stitch. And it uses her half hexie rulers. So these rulers really kind of step you out of your comfort zone and use rulers and templates. This is going to be a standalone pattern called Gingham Star, and she's just showing you 4 different colorways. These are her new notions. She has a happy charm, a needle minder, a pin cushion for your wrist, and a zipper pouch. These all ship again in September. Oh my gosh, was Kevin excited about the Halloween? Yes, he was. He loves Halloween. And I don't know, we still have all our Christmas decorations up, so we need to get it together. This is called She Who Sews. The designer is Janet Weckerfrisch. Okay, hold on, we gotta take all the things off and then I'll show it to you. There's a bunch of stickies on that. Sorry. This one is called So Much Fun. We'll come back to that one. This one's called So Much Fun by Echo Paper. Ships in September. And this right here is the collection. Ignore all of this. These are not part of the collection, but this is all part of the collection. And then I'm just showing you the collections going forward on these, unless there's a quilt kit offered. Now we'll go back to She Who Sews. Sorry, we had all the sticky notes with our order on it. Sorry, I'm pulling them off. Okay, and this one does have a combo. This is actually a combo of home deck and cotton, I think. Let me see. No, this is all home deck. Sorry, I bought this last Friday. You think I could remember. So this is all home deck. So there aren't any pre-cuts. It's just panels or yardage. So this is a panel, 54 by 56. This is all 54 inches wide. This is 36 inches wide. We might sell this as just a straight yardage though. This is yardage, but these are all home deck. Scissors. And I think this one has like 14 pieces or so. So this is a smaller group, home deck. Now last night we loaded a collection that goes with this, and it's very similar, and it's on our What's New page today, and it's sewing related. I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head, but it goes with this. Daisy Fields is by Beverly McCullough. Ships in August. And here's the collection. I do love this one, and I do hope, ignore the bottom, these are basics, but I do hope to do something with this. I'm not sure what, but I love the colors, and I love that there are more than one blue, more than one green. Again, Daisy Fields, August delivery. To go along with that, there's a new basic called Dainty Daisy, also ships August, and what it is different colors, and then these are little daisies. So this will be a basic, and if it sells well, they'll add colors to it. I will say that the home deck by Riley Blake right now is selling very, very hot, which means good. The home deck is thicker and heavier. This next one I actually happen to love, even though it's black. It's called Fleur Noir. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. By My Mind's Eye. This is the collection. It's all black and white. This is going to be a patchwork cheater panel. So you can, I think we're going to probably sell it by the yard. So you could put this on the back of your quilt. It's just a lot of squares. And then these are just some patterns that are going to be available. This next one is called Midnight Garden by Jerry Robinson of Planet Seed Design. And this one has a lot of colors. So this is a navy, not black. So it's got a lot of range of color. And this one also has 3 108s. And her last 108s sold really well. And then these are just going to be some patterns that we're going to have. And of course, ignore this bottom. But Jerry Robinson does sell really well for us. This next one is called Wildwood Wander by Catherine Linnaeus. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. Ships in August. And this one's really different. I love the owls. Of course, ignore the bottom. These are just basics. But I do love the owls, the mushroom, the colors, the range of colors, the freshness. I think this will appeal to a lot of ages, meaning young and old, which is always good to be able to appeal to a lot of people. Now this next designer is also very popular, Gabrielle Neal Design. This is called Maple. Ships in September. And very on-trend colors with the gold, the purple, the rust. I do think this one will be very popular. This will be a free pattern on Riley Blake's site, and then all of these are just larger images of over here. So September delivery, Maple by Gabrielle Neal. Teresa Kogut, this is going to be her second or third collection. This one is called Stitchy Birds, and lots of cross-stitch designs. There's actually 3 different prints and 3 different colors with cross-stitch designs. Teresa Kogut is actually a painter. She has a YouTube channel. You could watch her, and she talks a lot about her painting and her designs. This is just a bigger print. Oh, actually, this is wide print. This is the cotton. This is the 108, and the 108 is the same print as the cotton on a larger scale. And then these are just pre-patterns. And then this next one is called Strength in Pink. Ships in August. And these are the solids that go with it. So I think this one's going to be really nice. I think it would be great. We have an event coming up with Lori, and I can't tell you much about it, but I can tell you that we're going to do something breast cancer charity related, and so if you don't want to do it in Lori's colors, it's going to look great in this. So we're going to be really happy to have this at the same time as our fundraiser that we're having next October, and this comes just in time. It comes in August. And the very last group I'm going to show you today is different. It's something that Riley Blake hasn't done before. These are going to come in different deliveries. So let's see. These are going to be August. So there is a panel for each, and there are coordinates for each. So these are placemat panels. So you could make 6 placemats, or you could do, and then you could use the same, just by yardage for the back, or by, a little bit of each to make each of the backings different, or you can mix backings and bindings. So we've got November, December, January, February, and March. And so these can all be bought individually. There's no bundles, there's no pre-cuts, so you can even just buy the yardage. You don't have to have the panels for people who don't like to use panels. April is Easter. May is spring. June and July, Kevin and I think, are going to be the most popular, and this one. August, September. And Kevin loved this October one. Maybe I should make him a little table runner with this. So that's what I have today. I'm happy to answer any questions that you guys have. So just in the comments, if you have any questions about any of these things, I would love to answer them for you. Now, if you are a YouTube member and you're watching this on the members only, look in the description box for your monthly coupon as our thank you for being a member. I hope all of you have a great and wonderful week, and I'll see you next time.